All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back again. My name is Dorogabzi LNC. Welcome to another first yet edition of Agenda of the Day. And of course, today we have another agenda. What is trending? What is transpiring on the social media? And I feel, yeah, we have to talk about this. And of course, him being the guy, him being a legend and a big man of the industry. There's no way we can let this one slide like a power slide. There's no way we can let this one slide like a slide slow. What do I even have I dropped a bar? We cannot let this one slide like slideshow in a PowerPoint. You understand? Yeah. Okay, that is it. So let's talk about this. But before we get there, ladies and gentlemen, we have our man that is none other than Jim Kennedy is on agenda. He's trending somewhere. It's trending. A lot of people are cooking stories about him, but of course, if you haven't learned about it, yeah, I'm here to talk about it and let you understand what is transpiring and what is happening in the industry. And of course, as being the industry head prefect, that is my work. That is what I'm supposed to do, and what I'm supposed to let you know that is happening in the industry. So, guys, let's come back to business, yo. As we're here making a lot of noise, doing some other things there on TikTok, our legend is trending. That is Jim Kennedy is trending. He had a show in Kampala on a Women's Day, so the turn up was crazy. People really had fun, and yeah, I'm quite sure. According to the report, yeah, the promoter really made a lot of good money. Good money. But besides making good money, I'm telling you guys, there's a story that sometimes you feel like these ears may not want to listen to it, but it has happened. Him being a legend, and I feel we cannot let this one slide like landslide in Bunduda. You understand? So no way. We cannot let this one slide. So let's talk about Jim Kennedy. He's been in the news, especially that is on TikTok. People have been getting to drop their thoughts, what is happening around him. As I said, the role he had a show in Kampala, so the show was really crazy. People really turned up, and then at the end of the day, as being an artist, sometimes people do have different expectations when they go for a venue. Damn. But before we get there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you that, yeah, we're back again. Our merchandise are here. You can get yourself a t-shirt. You can pick yourself one. That is a 25,000 Uganda money just for LNC, so that you look cool, man. Yeah. Yo, so I was saying, as an artist, people will have a lot of expectations. So you may have a lot of expectation when you go out for a show. So this guy had his show, but after that event, a lot of things happened. But before we get to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen, let's first watch this video. It is coming from some guy on TikTok.
Artist amadanga pia rule amupia manongo bapi Kampala ade denga podi mi amukuro imi soti mi kanile mula gorofa ile budi mi ndegesi angoni ade imi soti mi promota betsoti kanile akanana angoni ade ujora promota de no jora uchoko idi aninga artist ndunda ibeni askunu women's day so ati a laro massive maka udiem Kennedy bagake or for fans emini kane vuvularo maka o iza doba dichi jem kene di jo boli e sarasi boli ipikipiki se kanile donda buji indege sere amandege Kampala do ayo kin bafe yoji e bafuse andoko amaritere gwala bodo ke yoji kopose akani bakule se boare na do jomani a windi kwere e ado skula mai gamani afari business askone promoter direbo fazaru katenreza systemu takini do holo ke afar king dulu para Kampala ke afar ke haya so business minen ready ani artist ya zeke ba ko doro joma kaudre artist ya zeke rudre se amudia andra zela muke andra nigi na ke demande aguli owa ini mvuri promoter ba je enini ujombu do promoter idi dolo artist erule ke dolo mo opportunity da lu dolo le dolo jo de Kampala promoter do sisende ngobe akabadi huh otu azidi kiba ziba aniti afade biasara ni le mi usura mavu suti adi ụjọ dị adakụ kpaazụ chọrọ nga ụjọ dị adakụ akanga ụchọ afọ dị adị akụ
akange chofu ujo de agada ako so the ba di terror so this is the voice, this is why our guy, our legend is trending. That's why Jem Kennedy, this is why Jem Kennedy is trending. So I'm like, no, I can't let this one lie as being, the entertainment head prefect. I'm here to talk about it, and of course, let's get to analyze and see what is transpiring around this gentleman right there. That is Kennedy. So the fact is that, yeah, this guy made a point. Yeah, he made a point in what he's trying to say. But before we get to understand whether this guy is making a point or he has a point, briefly, I want us to go through some of the responsibility list for an artist during to perform for an event, and vice versa, the responsibility list for a promoter to organize an event, because I've found to get to realize this is where the biggest part of some of these issues that is happening. Artists, they don't know their responsibility, that what they're supposed to do when it comes to event time, during event, or when it comes to issues of event. Most of them don't know their responsibility. What you're supposed to have on the contract. So initially, these people are not really having a full contract apart from negotiations, like verbally. They talk about verbally, I'm giving you this year, this day. At the end of the day, everyone will stick on to that, not knowing that to make all this thing possible to work, there are some roles which we are supposed to play here and there. So that is one thing I feel our people really don't know about it. So I feel, yeah, let's first get to go through some of the responsibility list for an artist. So as an artist, this is one thing you need to have at the back of your mind when it comes to event, or is on the day of event, that if you know you have something, definitely you're going to perform. That is one big thing. It's your responsibility, not someone who's going to perform on your side. So you need to have a live performance being on that day that you have agreed. Secondly, it's your responsibility to arrive on the at the venue before a performance, so that you can check the sound. Most times, when it comes to performing in our region, we'll now talk about Madi, people will come and complain about sound at night. Where were you? Where were you when the time for sound check is there? You're supposed to come very early, check the sound, check the venue, so that you get to know, when I want to enter on the stage, I want to use this side, or is, because event venues may have the entrance like for you as an artist, but because, since it's your event and that you're going to perform, you can decide to choose. Yeah, this time around I want to use this entrance, maybe to use this as like they can organize for you something so that you check the sound and you see if the sound is okay for you. Thirdly, you also have the role to promote the event as an artist. That is a must thing for you to do. Most times when our artists are fetched for this concert, you find people really don't post it this concert unless it's their own. Maybe it's something that they felt so much attached to besides being contracted to some of this event. They rarely post some of this event, being honest, yeah, when they're given some opportunities. I don't see them, especially when you have a big concert combined with artists that are outside. We talk about, yeah, artists from Central performing alongside some of the artists maybe in the West Nile. Some of these artists, they don't push it. That's the fact. You see them posting some of this event on the day that they're going to perform. That is the time when you get to see it on their timeline, on Riz, get to see it on their page. And the other thing is you need to follow the event rules. Yeah, event rules and regulation. For example, let's get to understand like what Burna Boy did to Arab war. Was it, which country was it that? Is it Saudi Arabia somewhere? He was invited to go and perform, but he knows that at that place there they don't allow you to smoke on stage and wherever you light your igbo anyhow somewhere. So he turned off the what the, he turned off the opportunity. He turned off the what they call. It's like he can't go and perform there in a place where he is not allowed to smoke or is light. He is igbo. Uh, so you need to follow some of those things, the event venue rules and some of the regulation, and then you should be able to refund back the event or event organizers money if you're not performing for an event. That is a facting big one. You should put at the back of your mind as an artist. Definitely, you've not performed in an event, yeah, you should get back the money, give it back to the owner. Give back what belongs to Caesar to Caesar. Don't let Caesar come for what belongs to him. Otherwise, when Caesar comes for what belongs to him, it's gonna be hard this time for you. So we also need to get to see uh there are times you some of these artists, they do things that can tarnish an event's image or something that can bring down your event. So when you're having an event, it's you're obligated to make sure you protect the event and yeah, make sure it's a success for everybody. You need to avoid some of the stupid things that you can do so that people lose their morale for attending your event. And at the end of the day, I'm not going. This is the person who is going to perform. No, me, I'm not. No, that is not what you're supposed to do. Yeah. So let's get to understand the other side of the promoter's responsibility. What you're supposed to do as a promoter when it comes to an event, or as when you organize an event. As a promoter, you need to secure the event. Don't let the artist be the one to secure the event. Yeah, it is your responsibility to secure the venue and obtain necessary permits, licenses. Some of these things, they need a lot of clearance. So you cannot tell me that for doing a road drive, you need to pay some money to the police and you expect an artist to be the one. No, no way. uh, for example, maybe uh, if there's some measures that needs you to clear, that needs license, things like road drive, even in some places for you to have an event, first need to go and ask, say, not ask but seek permission, to seek permission from police. So they give you issues of setting up sound, stage, light, and security. This is all on you as an event organizer. This is all on you. Pay the agreed performance fee as per contract. That is one thing. These issues of saying maybe you've made a loss, or is this, no, it has to come from the artist. Maybe if the event doesn't really work properly, it is supposed to be the artist to say that, yeah, for me, from the look of things, I've you've not made good money, but out of that, you can now give me this amount of money. You understand? Not saying that I've not made money, this is what I can give you. Most of you event organizer want to get to some such kind of a scenario or a point. You want to give the money that you feel it is good for an artist, really, besides leaving the what you've agreed on. You agree on at a certain amount, like, yeah, I'm giving you 1 million. When the event doesn't really work properly, you sometimes it's not even event that doesn't work properly, but some of you purposely really just don't want to finish some of this money when it comes to payment. You understand, some of you people hands are hard, guys. Yeah, you need to also handle the issues of travel, accommodation, and then and metals. I don't know what these guys are meaning. Yeah, but yeah, issues of travels. Yeah. So at what time, if the artist is uh, is boarding a flight, you need to book it early. Check. Uh, you book early. You need to check the schedules. Share with the artist. They need to know. Then also, you also need to promote the event. Okay, using the agreed marketing materials. I don't know whatever people may decide to use, the radio, the social media, people, the influencers, yeah, the street people, the road drive things you need to use to make sure you promote the event. Then provide security for the artist and the event attendees. You understand, the party goers. You need to provide as security. The artists need to provide them a security, and you must ensure that the sound check is done on time. It's your mandate to make sure, like, yeah, the event place, like when it is a big concert, most times I see, like, from at least 10 a.m. or is from 9 there, the sound check must be done. Like, yeah, people must check, because the artists, we believe they come like 1 day earlier. Or this is especially for international artists who do come in Uganda to perform. Some do come like 2 days early, or is 1 day early. So before that day, I think in the morning, as an event organizer, you must make sure the system, the sound is set, so that the artist can maybe wake up in the morning, go and check the sound, check the venue. Those are the things you need to make sure, so that at the end of the day, people don't complain about sound. So then, in terms of any other things, why they were as an event organizer, you must compensate the artist if the event is cancelled after a certain period. Like, for example, there's no way I'm coming for an event and you're telling me the event is cancelled on that very night. Maybe after boarding your flight, or is maybe boarding your car, reaching to the venue, and they're telling you that the event is cancelled. Really? No way. That there, you must pay for the artist. You compensate the artist. These are some of the responsibility lists that you must be getting to do as an event organizer. So, guys, let's now come to get to the issue of John Kennedy. Let's get into reality. According to you, do you think what the guy said, and from the understanding of this responsibility list right there, you think our guy really did something right? Like from his report, he's telling us John Kennedy was complaining, yeah, he was being ferried by border border. His movement, you understand, where he was performing to where he was going. Some of these things were not really catered for, so he was led to take bath using what bashin, where in the generation where we had people are using shower, you just need to get into tap things right there. So do you think those complaints and what the guy report were genuine according to you? Let me get to know your thoughts. You can drop it at a comment. We first need to get to understand whether our legend is really on the right side or is on the wrong side. But when you ask me, as a person under, as being the entertainment head prefect, I'm telling you, from the bottom of my heart, I think it even is 1,000%, over 10,000% correct. Like he has the voice, the chance, the time. Like he could say whatever thing you want to say in regards to what people have done, because you can't subject an artist into that situation. You can't subject an artist into that situation where you carry him on borders from one place to another, like especially when he's going to perform. He has gone there with a reason, with a purpose. Like for example, let's now assuming he has enemies all over, maybe Kampala. What do you think will happen to him? Do you think that the guy is safe from there? As a promoter, when something happens, you think, are they going to ask the police? No, definitely police will go for you. Who brought him there? Who brought him to Kampala? That's the first thing they'll first need to get to us. Who took him there? Which promoter? So sometimes promoters, at the end of the day, they first look into money. They first look the money aspect of it. But 100%, I want to be honest to you, who's watching me, that in West Nile, promoters, they don't really care about the security and the safety of artists. That is 100%. Most times, I'm with these guys. When you take for instance, the situations in Mali sub-region, recently, we had one of the artists that got accident. That is China boy. He got an accident using a border, like using a motorcycle. So assuming he has gone to that event using a car, do you think that chance of maybe him getting that accident like that will be there? I don't really think so. He's not the only one who has got an accident, maybe when they are going for a show or is coming back from a show. But the others that we don't know, that people sat quiet about it. Maybe the internet never had a clue or posted about it. It's not only China boy in Mali. I can mention so many of them. People who use they use bike to travel for souls. More worse, they do it at night, not during the day. You understand? So that's where we're getting some challenge. At the end of the day, you as an artist, how does it sound to you? you got an accident going for a show using a border. But I think in Arua, at some point, it's not really common. Maybe in some parts of the West Nile, it might happen. But from my experience from Arua, no. These people really try their best. They make sure the first thing you call an artist in Arua, things that I used to know, I don't know whether it is still happening. The first thing they want to know that, yeah, what type of car are you having for them? It's a very big thing, you understand? So they tell you, yeah, I have this number of people that I'm going. You need to get this kind of car before they make some of the rest of the agreement and the payment thing. Do you understand? But for us here in Moyo, people first talk about how they first need to agree but the money you send a deposit. They don't even say anything about transport, even any input about how these events will be. Some of them don't even know how the poster of the event will look like. They don't really care. After giving them the deposit, they are done with that. So they will definitely keep quiet. They will let you do your thing, you promote your event, and they will never come. uh I just don't know anyway. But that is it. That is what is happening in the region. Otherwise, we need to get to style up. And I think for that situation of Kennedy, I think I also need to get to blame him. Well, the fact is that you have used the border and you're complaining later on. Why did you use it? That is my big question to me. You're a legend. You know that somebody's coming to take you with it, but really, do you even allow yourself? And you later come and complain. From that guy's report, yo, it's like you're like after everything is done, and then that's when you're now dropping your submissions. Yeah, I was carried using border. Yeah, but if you know you don't deserve it, why did you even actually climb on it? As being a legend, you could just refuse it right from there. Be like, no, if you're not getting me a car, I'm not going. I need this. Like, simple. But I'm also trying to think in the other way around. Jim Kennedy has a car. I, I, we already see him in a car. He has a car. What happened? Maybe as the promoter failed to fuel your car. And the fact is that, like, people like James Kennedy, who has a car now, if you're going to perform, the first thing is that the person who is booking you should be able to fuel your car for your transportation, because you already have your transport. That is supposed to be one of the biggest things. You're calling him for a show, so you need to calculate how much does the type of the car that he's using to, like, I see him driving. There's a car that looks like Harrier, Hipsam something. I don't know the model, but yeah, I've seen him driving that kind of car. So you can calculate like what the fuel consumption rate could be like. Then you send him the money. So when he comes, these issues of now going to the lodge to sleep, that's this some of this thing now. As a promoter, you don't need to get to know about it. How he's going back to his room, what, it's not your business. What, you've paid money for the rest of the thing. So if he wants to get to loiter in the streets of Kampala, as long as he has his car that is now on him. So I just know, maybe immediately after performance and some of the things, it's where you and the artist, your business, your contract is done. I don't know whatever more will get to bond you guys. Maybe another business for another day. Otherwise, the fact is that after that, everybody needs to get to their various places to see how they make ends meet. That is it. Otherwise, let me also get to know your thoughts about what is happening. And I saw a lot of people dropping their comments in regards to this video. Uh, let's first go through it one at a time. I happened to get this from Derek Passy. Yeah, one of our good bloggers we have in West Nile here. So he made that post some time back. So people really, had a lot of things. So let's first go through some of the few comments right here. This is coming from Raquel Kennedy. Ken Volts UG says, this guy is so annoying. You can't just come on social media and disrespect Jem Kennedy. He's far above your level. Already a legend. A legend. You on the other hand are just an upcoming artist who even knows you in the music industry. People in West Nile don't even recognize your music. Yet here you are disrespecting someone who has achieved far more than you. Okay, you want to handle everything on social media, but it's best if you stick to what brought you to Kampala and leave music alone. If you are if you agree to accommodate someone for Jem to accommodate someone of John Kennedy status, you should at least ensure he is treated with respect. You can't make him sleep in a corridor or move him around Kampala on border. So some respect. Yeah, that is a fact, and of course, as being as a legend, these guys deserve respect. As I stated earlier, like Kennedy, you if you know that you don't really deserve it. Actually, the fact is that why did even the fact is that if you know you don't really deserve it, why did you even climb on the border? That is the fact I also need to ask. You understand? So let's get back. People reply to this guy's comment, that long comment there. One of the guys who replied is Ndani ya ndani yake. Yeah, he replied. This guy says, "Listen to what he's saying. Again, he has some truth. He's talking about striking a balance between the promoters and the artist. Take away, take away the home basket money. He has not criticized anybody's song or music here. Listen to it again." That's why from the beginning I said this guy has a point. You understand? The guy really has a point. He has a point. He didn't criticize, but he was trying to put up something. But to some extent, is that it has the people who are involved in this, letting these things move. Like for example, for me, I'm basically looking to Kennedy himself. How do you let this one happen? Or what was your communication and your agreement with this promoter? Let's first get back to some of this comment. There's a one coming from Adomati Tom says, these are people who keep artists as a legend and let him understand the business. Let's all get that small portion. Okay. More of this coming. There's one coming from Oba Walter says, it's high time we understand business, whether you have made it or not. If on the agreement sheet those requirements were there, then Kennedy was wrong to have behaved in such a manner. And the opposite is true. Remember, an agreement is an agreement. That is what I'm trying to tell you guys. from the responsibility list, and when you agree with someone, sure, everybody gets to know their yeah, where their line belongs. And there's one coming in from Tovizi Alfokari. Alfokeri. Yeah, he says it's like you didn't understand the point this guy is trying to put here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Nancy, Jack says, but I think violence is born in West Nile. I'm telling you, it's rampant right now. When you go to the space of West Nile, the social media space, it's full of violence. People really spitting fire. People spitting a lot of arguments here and there. Anything small, you just see fire. That is the truth. Okay, Ken Okuti Ronald says, haha, always problem will not end in the world. I'm sure they took John Kennedy to sleep at home, not in a hotel. Oh, Adam Ishmael says business is business. Okay, Tovi Alfo is back here again. Says, you have a point on this one. I agree with you. People who know Cloud will understand your point. We are all here for hustle. That's it. Okay, Danny and Anaki is back again. Now this one is now in look barati. Kanile, huh? Kanile kanana. Now this is the interrogative, but that guy has kanile kanana in case he wants to eat a horse. So that that guy has a lot of things. Actually, we need to replay. I need to replay for you that video again. Yeah. That's okay for him. Is just say in case he wants to eat a horse. That sounds nice to my ears. Okay. Ujo the killer ngba jo. Huh? Ujo the killer ngba jo the tender pika. Now this is Teragoti. I can't read that. Yo, and this one's coming from Lucky Nobat says, thank you very much, my brother. For sure. It happens as if they go on loan. Yeah, this is Terego to Terego. For sure, yeah. This is a Terego now firing back to Terego. Jem Kennedy is a Teregian, so this guy who's is spitting out is also Teregian there. I'm forgetting his name. There's one coming in from Zwili UG. Zwili UG says, very true. Big respect for the truth, bro. Okay, and yeah. The one coming in from Candy Girl says, baddest girl G on it again. Oh, I don't know what that's meaning. And Augustine Bond says, my brother, thank you so much. Tell them. Adomati Tom says, yes, he's right. This boy is another vision of unfiltered mouth. Unfiltered mouth, that is Raga Python, I think. Yeah, from Okokoro TV, something like that is on TikTok getting just to spit a lot of fire there. There's many Miliana says polite violence. Cold War, yeah. Cold War. I'm seeing right there. There's a grab Houston says, and it's the fact, yo. It's the fact. That is it, yeah. Lakini this guy, oh my goodness, yeah. Sifa Abu says, haha, true. Yeah. These are some of the comments that we have here. And there's one last one coming in from Mvakware Laika says, another unfiltered Mof Kampala branch. Yo, that is it. Just says, and one funny thing, this also guy also commented back is that he just put it right plus right is equal to is equal to Bushwa. That is the whole thing. Otherwise, let me also get to know your thoughts on today's video. That has been our guy, our legend, John Kennedy, has been on the news today. Let's get to have your thoughts and see what do you think. Uh, is it the right thing that John Kennedy said that yeah, it's been referred by Boda blah blah? What do you think, yo? But to me, I think yeah, that's the fact, yo. Because now coming from Arua city to Kampala, there you're expecting something back, but it comes all back to all of us, not Jim Kennedy. Yeah. At this particular time, I know most of our guys when they go to perform in some of these places, they go to their communities, in the individual communities there they're going. So Jim Kennedy has just gone to perform to the Logbara community there, right there in Kampala. So it's just that the the community there might look big to some extent, but when it comes to issues of money and having some, I don't know how to put it, but getting to collect money in terms of what is happening, like for event, that community cannot be enough. I don't think for an event of 10,000, do you think that that community in Kampala can collect like even 10 million in an event? It is not possible. Not even 5. So when you go there, sometimes I think the expectations of the people, because now they know that I'm coming to perform in Kampala, they expect a lot of good things. They expect a lot you to do for me this. They expect to sleep in a good house, good, good. Not even don't know, not house, but good hotels, in good places. So you go and subject someone is into some tukulus and oh my goodness. Anyway, that is it. And yeah, people are feeding on that. Let's also get to know your thoughts. What do you think about what our young man said in regards to the show that happened in Kampala for John Kennedy? Otherwise, let's keep on rolling. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. And don't forget, yeah, t-shirts are back here. You can get yourself one, pick yourself one. You look lit like I and I. Look lit, man. Don't look far, look lit. Just straight up LNC. Peace and love. Let's get to meet again with you. I'm out of studio. Bye bye.